guys, so today's star of this look is the Huda Beauty palette. We're going to start off with Bay, which is like a beautiful kind of cream color base. And we're just going to apply that all over the eyes. This is really going to give you a nice soft canvas so you can blend out the rest of the shadows really smoothly. Now, let me give you a quick update. I did end up returning this palette. And if you want to know why, let me know in the comment section below. Next thing I'm going to do is take this color named Shy. And I'm just going to use that as a kind of transition shade. As you can see, it did add a little bit of color. And then I'm going to be going into Black Truffle. And this one is really going to go in the crease. And we really want to blow that out. So the previous shade, the light pink one, we really just use that as kind of a transition on top of the crease. But this black shade, we're really going to focus that into the crease. Really just blend it out in there. Just go back and forth, and swirl your brush around just until you get a perfectly diffused black kind of crease transition color. Try to make them as symmetrical as possible. Of course, there is no such thing as perfection. So next I'm going to add the shade Flamingo, which is more of a hot pink. And this is the one we're going to add right on top of the black. So the first pink shade was just not pigmented enough, so that's why I went in with this one, which is named Flamingo. And I really just fused these together, the black and the Flamingo hot pink shade. And that way they just created like a beautiful unison in the middle. It looks very nice and blended out, kind of smoky in a way. It's like a pink black smoky eye. So now we're just going to build up the black on the actual eyelid. Once it's really blended out in the crease, we're going to focus on the eyelid and just make that black as intense as possible. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love this black shadow. But to me, that did not make the palette sufficiently worth the $70 that I paid for it, which is one of the reasons why I did return it. So I'm just going to go back into the shade Flamingo and just blend it out once more on the crease. Then I'm going back into the shade Bay with a nice clean brush, and I'm just going to work that as kind of like the brow bone highlight. Just back and forth, as you could tell. Now, I did do a series. There are going to be 3 tutorials using this palette. So there's 2 more that you guys can be expecting. But like I said, if you want to know why I returned it, comment it down below. So next I'm taking Moon Dust and I'm applying that to the brow bone. And as you can see, I didn't really add much. So what I did was wet the brush. And now you can see that highlight popping. So this is a shadow you definitely need to wet in order to work. So next we're going to add some NYX glitter glue. And we're just going to apply that to the first half of the eyelid where we don't have any black. And just kind of tap that out with your finger, and that way you have a nice blended look. So next we're taking this shade called Rose Gold that you can see on my finger. It definitely needs a lot of building up. If you don't use a glitter glue, it's almost impossible to get the color onto your eyelid. So highly recommend the glue. Even if you wet it with MAC Fix Plus, that is not enough. And you can't work these shadows in with a brush at all. Definitely not the 3D pigment ones. You cannot use those with an eyeshadow brush. So definitely you have to use your finger. And sometimes, like for me, for example, when I have my nails, I just feel like it's hard to get where I want the color with my nails bothering me. And like right now my nails are like, what do I want to say, like 4 millimeters longer than they were in that video. In this video, actually. Because I was really debating whether or not to show these videos to you guys, since I had to end up returning the palette, because it was just, I wasn't satisfied with it. So now that I have that color on both eyes, I am going to just go back in with the black shade and the Flamingo shade. I went back in with Flamingo first, and now I'm going in with the black shade, and I'm just going to blend that out just because we do want this on the crease. And it looks really pretty, actually. Like I said, this black is probably one of my favorites. But I have other blacks that work just as well. So now I'm going to go in with this Vivid Bright eyeliner by NYX. And I'm just going to do a really nice thin but long wing on the eyes. I really like this color a lot because I really feel like it adds so much to the eye look because it's really bright and it's really noticeable. So I love the way the eyeliner looked with this makeup look. Highly recommend this one to you. This one is the Vivid Fire eyeliner. I love it so much, guys. You have no idea how much I love it. So now we're just going to clean off the excess that we have left on the eyes. Just going to make that very sharp. I want the wing to be very sharp as well as the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to do my lashes, and here we are. And of course, I'm also showing off my nails. So here is the eye look now with some lashes, and I'm going to go back into Flamingo with a very small detailing brush, and I'm just going to add that to the bottom of my lower lash line. As you can see, this is a really pretty, like, kind of baby pink color. It really does soften up the eyes but adds color to the bottom, so it looks even not only on the eyelid but also on the bottom of the lower lash line. So now I'm adding Kitten Karma, which is from the Stila Magnificent liquid eyeshadows, and I'm applying that to the inner corners. I love how this makes your eyes pop so much. Like, this really brings anyone that looks at you, it brings them in. Like, how do I explain that, guys? And this is the finished result. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.